Chantal's latest community post. It's a novel. I will summarize my feelings on this entire cat rehoming debacle, and then I am closing this chapter of my life and will not allow others to shame me for my decisions. No matter what I chose to do, rehome them or euthanize BBJ if the vet saw fit, I was villainized for. Regardless of your feelings on my marriage, etc., truth is, Salah and I are deeply in love and want to plan a life together. Did I foresee this happening back in 2004 when I got BBJ? No. Things happen in our lives, and all I ever tried to do was find the best solution for them. I posted these pics below. I'm scratched out for modesty purposes, of course, to show that even back in 2005, Pete was playfully annoying BBJ, so cut the crap out of calling him an animal abuser. BBJ's nails are growing long also isn't abuse. Sam's were fine. It's because she's elderly and I was bringing her to the vet, but Goblin shot that down because she needed to use BBJ for views by exploiting her situation. So I was told not to bring her. Those nails were sadly Goblin's father in entertainment and views for a day, and mark my words, she will milk it for all it's worth. Animal welfare came twice to check the cats and they were fine. If they were being abused, they would have taken them immediately. I also posted these pics to demonstrate that I've always loved and taken care of my pets, so and no loud, miserable person with a fake boyfriend will ever take that away from me. You can all think what you want, but my true supporters know my character and still support my content. So luckily, I don't need you hateful, toxic girl world weirdos. Without talking about me though, Goblin gets nothing. Love that for it. As for Secret Goblin, again, I will only be going after her in private. I will close this chapter and leave all hate and negativity in this villa and move on. I will never understand how I was being called a vile person for bringing BBJ to the vet to get her nails trimmed and to see if humane euthanasia was the best option. And I have to say, in my opinion, it is better than being with that foul, smoky witch's family. I mean, she and her audience are not too bright to claim to be saving BBJ, a 21-year-old cat whom I didn't even put down when Goblin put down her two dogs. Makes no sense. Just more false outrage and weird ways for her to insert her frizzy ponytail into my life. The blanket BBJ was on clearly had cigarette burns in it. All of you are praising a vile action of cat theft through deception and claiming BBJ is safe when no one knows for sure. That was the risk I took in rehoming her, and I have to live with that, but still I am grateful for the changes coming to my life. I invite all you beezers along with me. Let's travel the world and be happy. Let's bees and leave these horribly miserable weirdos in the dust. Bye! Sorry I let you down, BBJ, and you have to be affiliated with liars, criminals, chain smokers, and vile stalkers for the rest of your life. Funny how you outlived Timbit in the pics below, but I was such a bad owner to keep you happy for 20 years. End of an arc. See you all in the Middle East. And these are the pictures of BBJ back when she was in the first years with Chantal. Of course, Chantal blurred her picture. The level of immaturity is astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. What is narcissistic injury? A narcissistic injury is when a narcissist experiences a contradiction to their falsified identity that triggers all of their suppressed negative emotions and damages their fragile sense of self. Any form of authenticity, like someone calling them out on their lies, can cause a narcissistic injury. When a narcissist experiences a narcissistic injury, they either collapse into the silent treatment or explode into terrifying rage. Oh, she will be flooded with shame when those test results come back, to the point it may break her. She has to actually care and not think she's invincible for her to break, though. Let's hope, but I doubt it. Chantal is too broken to ever be any good. It's annoying that she keeps acting like BBJ's nails grew that long in 2 days. Yeah, we get it that French fried girl didn't want her to fix them beforehand so she could put her on blast. But they were that long before she even decided to give her to Amy. So really, it's a moot point. FFG didn't want her to go to the vet with BBJ because she was hell bent on taking her life. If Frenchie just wanted to blast her, she could have went way harder on her. Maybe if Foodie Beauty keeps running her mouth, she will. She deserves that and much more, like metal bars and a cot. It doesn't matter why. The point is that the cat needed the vet way before any of that. And that's what the real issue is. No matter who got the cat and when, BBJ needed the vet months ago for those nails to be so long. Exactly. She needed to go long before Kuwait. Chantal trying to take her the day they were picking her up doesn't make her look any better. And French fried girl took her anyway. I don't know how she doesn't understand that doesn't help her argument. Hashtag Foodie Beauty still wants to have the last word, huh? Oh well, let her have the last word. Everyone knows she's lying anyway because she got caught. BBJ and Sam are safe. That is what counts. Not today, narcissist. Chantal might want to stay quiet. The full exam hasn't been done yet by the vet. After a full report, including blood work, I hope 5 embedded nails is all. Yes, turn those comments on, bish. What are you afraid of? Pathetic piece of shit. Pete's too is an animal abuser. Chantal, no one cares. Too little too late. She will always try to get the last word. So damn immature. Didn't Timbit have like HIV or something? Chantal, that ain't no flex. Anyone wanna bet she had to edit this to make the dates line up? The dates don't work with her previous videos talking about the cats when she was still with BB, the ex-boyfriend. She's added about 5 years to her lifespan to continue this elderly cat narrative. I hope she desiccates in the heat. Going backwards, she claims that cat is 20 plus years old, 2 years in the villa, 7-ish years with BB. Both Timbit and the cat were adopted near the end of her and Pete's, so let's say 3 years. That's 12 damn years, allowing for the cat to have been a young adult cat. There's still 5 years missing. She might have already been 5 when she was adopted. If I went by the date I adopted Elder Cat, he'd be 9 instead of 13. It's still no excuse for Chantal and Pete to abuse her, but could explain the time gap. Today the cat is 21. Oh, how the age changes depending on the clown's mode. She can't seem to agree on how old BBJ actually is. I love that the vet said she was between 15 and 18. Not Chantal saying BBJ was better off euthanized versus being in a home that actually cares for her. Unbelievable. Chantal will never agree that BBJ is in a much better place. Never, ever. She knew BBJ's nails needed to be cut every 4 to 6 weeks. The vet told her that last year when her nails were overgrown and cutting her feet then, but she never took her back and allowed it to happen again and for her to suffer needlessly. She neglected her, period. There is no excuse. You look at this tweet and tell me there is a God. For modesty, of course. Not so people see the 250 plus pounds you gained. Sure, Jan. Pathetic. Laughing my ass off. How many times is it gonna be the last time she speaks on something? Like the Nether drama, we will hear about it until the end of time. Someone posted pics of Timbit on Reddit. Who was Pete's cat that passed away about a year ago, if I remember right? It shows Timbit's nails were way too long also. They are both animal abusers by neglecting their cats. I'm so glad BBJ and Sam got sent to new homes. Why is she still entertaining it? Seems like she is trying to convince herself more than anyone else. Does anybody reads her novels to the end anymore? I'm sure it says what a great cat mom she was, and the French fried girl stole her cat to smoke around her, and we are all jealous because she is, even if chubby, still a beauty queen. Modesty purposes, says the woman whose every crack and crevice has been shared all over the internet. Stop. It's like the million little pieces of girl world. Deep cut, but if you get it, we're automatically friends. Lies, lies, and what's that? Oh, more lies. I think of this gif every time she talks. That is a lie from Satan's mouth. But why did she scratch herself out of that picture? That's wild. Watching this mess unravel is going to be hilarious. Chantal is an animal abuser. Nothing she says will change that. We all saw the state of the villa and poor BBJ limping down the stairs, crying for food and obviously a lot more. Also, her VIBs are just as sick for continuing supporting this animal abuser. It should be definitely highlighted to Animal Welfare Head Office. The RSPCA should have taken them ages ago and pressed charges. Can we skip ahead to the bedbound Beeson era? She's so boring now. You might not have to wait too long. I ain't reading that. I'm happy for you though. Or sorry that happened. For modest reasons. Like anyone in the world wants to look at her. Funny she wants to mention Timbit, when it's becoming increasingly clear that poor Timbit was neglected too. The nails were bad for a year, she said it herself. Why is she trying to use was bringing her to the vet as an excuse? Let me guess, the comments are off. Chantal and reality do not get along, do they? Can't wait until she's isolated in Kuwait with a team of scammers surrounding her. There was nothing stopping her from insisting the cat see the vet before she handed her over. She chose to just let Amy do it because she was either too lazy or wanted to save a few quid. What happened to BBJ being late 20s? 2004? She keeps saying she won't be mentioning it, then writes a book. Sure, Jen.